Good morning. We are live from my gym, David Fitness, Martial Arts and Fitness. Yes, I might have got the name not totally right.
David Vincent's.
But I'm a martial arts student here at the studio. We love being live in the studio, and I have guess who with me? Wanda Mayeux.
Hello, good morning. I'm excited to be here. I haven't ever been in a martial arts studio. I'm kind of, I might be thinking another
Yeah.
fitness fun thing to do.
I tell you, I love to kick some bags. I love to put some boxing gloves on. And today that leads us, and next week we'll be at your gym.
Yeah.
So we're coming live from gyms.
Yeah,
We're going to the places. So because we want to talk about Fit Friday in 15 minutes. So today our topic is stress. Have you felt stress this week?
I have felt stress this week. I was thinking about it this morning. I'll tell you exactly what happened to me this week. So my day gets away with me. Like time is my problem. I don't know if anybody else has like this, overwhelming sense of everything that they need to do and not a whole lot of time to do it in.
The clock.
So what I did Wednesday, I decided I need an extra hour in the morning. So I just bumped my clock back. So now I don't get up at 5:30, I get up at 4:30. So, but it's helped.
Yeah.
Like I 2 days and I can already tell this is going to be it. Yeah.
So let's talk about that, because this morning my week got away from me too, and I hadn't been able to do the workout that I wanted to do. So this morning I was like, I have got to go run. So I did, and it pushed everything into a crunch, but I needed that stress relief for myself, for my mental health, for my physical health. But listen to this. This is incredible. We know that stress is a top topic, and we know that anxiety, all the things. 3/4 of Americans feel stress to the level that it affects their health, their mental, physical, emotional health. 80% of people feel pressure at work, stress pressure at work. And I'm a big believer that there is some stress that is good. Competition is great stress, because in the right context, it can help you to be motivated.
Better.
That half of all U.S. adults say that stress has negatively affected their behavior. So when you see someone who's in a bad mood, you see somebody who's got a little road rage, you see somebody who's just a little snappy, it could be because of stress. And this is different for America because 1/3 of the global economy of people feels the same. So we have a higher amount of stress than other countries because we have 3/4 of our people feeling stressed out.
Do you ever feel stressed out?
Yes, I feel stressed out a lot. And
I feel stressed out right now.
But
it's a good stress.
It is, because we're pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, and we're doing things that are important for us, and we feel like are important for all of us, not just us, but you too. So yesterday I was getting ready to go out, and I had my bowl of cottage cheese and blueberries, and I had a choice to make. And this is where the rubber meets the road. I had a choice to make as I would sit there at my table with my bowl of breakfast, and I could thumb through the news, or I could go outside and sit in my courtyard where it's green, it's fresh air, it's all the things, and I could sit with the birds. And I chose outside. And I was really glad for me, because that gave me a good 5 minutes of just calm. And I think we have to take those minutes.
Yeah, you do.
And choose in a moment how to de-stress. So what do you tell? I know you have a ton of coaching clients, and I know they all say they're stressed out. What is your first go-to to begin to help that?
I think you have to just kind of take a step back and just observe for a second. So if you can kind of step back and observe, sometimes that'll deflate the stress. It's not quite so big. It's like, it's not so bad. Take a deep breath. There's actually a breathing technique that I have found to be very helpful. It's called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Super simple.
Yeah.
You breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. You do that 2 or 3 times, and it's an immediate.
I have a breathing app.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
have
works.
an app to remind me to breathe.
It takes your
That's
mind
ridiculous.
off of it. Yeah,
but
it
at
works.
least I have it. It does work.
Yeah, it does. Super, super simple, and it helps.
And
Taking a walk too.
Taking a step.
Yeah.
But when I do my breathe app, I breathe in confidence.
Yeah.
And I breathe out scared. I'm like, okay, whatever I'm scared. It mentally helps me to know that I'm breathing in good,
and it's so simple,
things, and I'm breathing out the things that I'm worried about. And I think that that's a great thing because it's so important,
and it's so simple.
It's so simple.
Everybody breathes. Just have to be a little, conscientious about it and be aware of what you're doing, and it helps.
Is it true that we don't use our lungs to near capacity ever? Almost.
I know I don't. I mean, because you're breathing shallow when you're nervous or when you're tense or when you're afraid or when you're stressed, and that's a lot of the time. Yeah. So no, you're not, inhaling to your capacity or completely exhaling. So yeah, that's true.
So let's talk about just practical things that we can do to be aware of the fact that we live in a stressful environment. I mean, you can't turn on the news and not freak out. Relationships, even the best of them, require really great, honest communication. So that can be stressful. And I think just life in and of itself is crazy. So I'm going to give you another example of, I usually get up between 5 and 5:30. And this morning I slept till 7:17.
7:17.
So this was the only morning I didn't have my alarm set this week because I didn't have to be anywhere really early. And I had two choices. I thought, well, I can beat myself up for oversleeping because I did. I didn't really miss anything, but I didn't do some things I normally would do. But instead, I said, thank you, Lord, that I slept till 7:17 because I needed the rest.
Yeah.
And so I chose to see it as a positive instead of a negative.
It is.
And how important is that?
It's very important. If you're not getting good quality sleep, it affects your day. You're either dragging or you're irritable, you're fatigued, those kind of things happen. And then sometimes you make the bad decisions with grabbing quick foods to sort of help, compensate for all these irritable feelings you're having. And then you've got this cycle going. But yeah, it was good that you slept in until 7:17. You needed it.
And I felt like that meant I was actually resting.
Yeah.
So, I could look at that in either way. And I thought, the first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, I overslept. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I slept.
Yeah.
And
isn't that a good feeling?
It's a mindset thing. And I think it was a good feeling.
Feels good.
And I had to give myself the pass to say, you know what? It's okay that you slept till 7:17. I told my husband, I said, I have not done that in years.
Yeah.
Literally years.
Yeah.
And so.
So you might have to try that again, huh?
I may have to try that again.
Yeah.
But the reason that I slept till 7:17 is because I was up in the night thinking about things and I was stressed out. So let's talk about the rest, because I think the rest is a big deal for a lot of people. Yeah. Rest is not just physical. I mean, I can sit down and I can go, I am sitting for 10 minutes and I'm going to be still. But if my mind is just crazy stressed out, then my body is not going to feel that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you do when you feel stressed out, which is most every day? And I think to some degree, it's a matter of perspective. You can choose to get better or you can choose to get bitter with all the things that are going on in our world, with all the things that are going on in our families. I mean, families are hard to navigate.
They are very hard to navigate. And you think, because you have adult kids, I've got adult kids, and sometimes it's like,
the bigger the kid, the bigger the problem. Sorry, kids, love you.
I've got great kids.
I have great kids, and they're kicking it as adults.
They are.
And I'm
mine are too.
Very
super proud.
For that. But you still worry about them. I mean, I told my daughter the other day, I was like, be careful. She's 30 and she's driving off. I'm like, be careful, honey. And she's like, Mom, I'm 30. I'm like, be careful anyway. But I think we have to have, this is a big deal, a sense of humor.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you had a really good belly laugh?
Yeah.
Now, we get together
Oh, I laugh all the time. Sometimes I laugh too much, but
you have to put that on your
it
schedule.
has to be
If
a
you're
little
not
light.
doing fun things for you, and I'm an
Yes.
identity coach,
Yeah.
so I help
Yes.
people figure out who they really are so they can like
Mm-hmm.
and love who they really are. And as a Christian, you love your neighbor as yourself, but what about yourself? What are you doing for you?
Yourself, yeah.
And I also have a better me, better we thing. Most of the work that we need to do is not on others, it's on ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you find that with the women you work with, they're waking up to, I want to be my best me.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah. Because they've been so involved in the family and getting those things oriented and getting the kids, up and out the door, so now it's grandkid time. Yeah. So they've got to focus on themselves so they can actually pick up their grandkids and enjoy their grandkids. Yeah.
And not only enjoy their grandkids, but enjoy themselves and enjoy who they're becoming, who we're becoming. Because, the reason I came here at 58 years old to get a black belt in karate is because I wanted to do something radically different.
You wanted to kick some butt.
I wanted to kick some butt.
Okay.
And I do all the time. And I wanted to punch some people. So I punch Bags or Bob. He's our fake people.
That's his name, right? That's the Bags name?
That's his name.
Oh, okay.
But you have to choose environments to put yourself in where you feel empowered, not deflated. And this is one of those places for me that we have people from every age, every religion. I mean, we are women, we are men, we have gray hair, we have kids, but it's all the same thing. We're all fighting for a sense of who we are and who we can be. And we're here to learn skills to help us get better. And that's what you do. You teach people how to get a stronger body. How important is the physical self?
Yeah. Well, it's very important because, here's the thing. If you feel good, you look good.
Yeah.
If you look good, you feel good. So it's a beautiful thing that happens when you're physically fit and you're feeling good and confident. It shows. And then, my clients get compliments and things, so it's like that makes them feel even better.
And she works with people lots of ages, but after menopause. So it's never too late. I mean, I'm 60 and I work out most every day.
Yeah.
It's never too late to grow and to become stronger.
Yeah.
And to really think about your personal goals and how are you navigating life. So as we close up today, I'm going to say my top 3 go-tos for stress relievers, and you too. So mine are, if I get up in the morning as a Christian, if I have my quiet time and I have my exercise, my day is going to be much better because I feel like those are the critical components. And then add to that outside. Outside calls me. I can hear birds out there, and it's like they're saying, Beth, get off the phone, get away from all the screens, get outside. And that to me are my 3 go-tos that if I need a mental break, those are my go-tos. What are yours?
Yeah, I would agree. Sunshine, morning sunshine, stepping out, even if it's just for a few minutes, listen to the birds. I love to do that too. Yeah. Meditation, I focus my meditation before bed. I find that helps me kind of wind down and calm down and kind of clear the cobwebs so I can rest and get good sleep. And then the gym. I love gym's a huge stress relief for me too. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And hydration. That's another thing that I've discovered. Eating good is good. I mean, all those things are really good, but you have to decide what your plan for you is. And as a life coach, that's what I do. I help people decide what's working for them, what's not. And she's a fitness coach, and she helps people have specific goals. So you have to really write them down and say, this is what I'm going to change so that I can de-stress my life.
Yeah. And then you actually have to work toward those changes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
take some steps.
You can be reasonable with your changes. Like last week, we were talking about lifting weights, and you said 5 pounds is weights.
Yeah.
And, it's like you hear people lifting weights and you picture yourself with barbells and you're like, I don't think so.
Right.
But it could be 5 pounds. It could be, I have 3-pound weights and I have 8-pound weights I'll walk with. And I mean,
It just has to be challenging for you.
Yeah.
Whatever challenges that individual is the weight that that they should be working with, and then progressing from there.
No.
Got to start somewhere.
That's the key, is to start somewhere. So we are so thankful to be able to share with you Fit Fridays. We talk about real topics like stress and how to really overcome and step up and over and into your best way to deal with that, and deciding those as they are. So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. We are all kinds of places. Yep. So we are grateful that you have joined us today, and we will be back next Friday with Fit Friday from her gym. We don't know what time yet, but we'll post it.
Callaway's. I'll post what time. I'm going to double check with Callaway's. But if you've got, if you've got a question about something in the gym, let us know, because we're going to be in a gym. So if there's something you want to see real quick, drop it in the comments, and we'll make sure and touch on that too.
And she's going to teach me glutes.
We're going to grow some glutes.
I'm great at cardio. I'm great at the things that I'm great at, but I am not great at specifics. So we're going to work on glutes. So, I mean, I don't want to, I don't like it, but
you
I'm going to
need
do it.
to. Your glutes are important.
I don't want to break my hips.
You need those.
All right, y'all, we're over time. We're out. See you next Friday. See ya. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.